gentlemen, okay, I think just now, I think Manville did share a little bit about my background, okay. Before Nu Skin, of course, I'm also an employee, okay, just like what Shireen have just shared earlier. I was working for people for 8 years, okay. At my late I think at the age of 19 years old or 20 years old, all right. Obviously, I'm somebody who is very, very dedicated and committed during my employment world, because I really wanted to be successful and wanted to climb the corporate ladder, all right. But always in the Chinese saying that, okay, those days, the Chinese always says that men's is always good to start off your own business, all right. Men's are not supposed to work for people because you have no future, all right. Now, this is what usually the Chinese saying, okay. So obviously, at the age of, I think somewhere around late 20s, I started off my own traditional business, okay, because at the same time, I was also very inspired by my boss, because I saw how actually he pulled through during the 97 crisis, okay, because during the financial crisis at year 97, he made it and he took it as a turning point to make his millions, all right, and he got his company listed. So honestly speaking, I truly understand that how successful people can go through a crisis like this to overturn their life as well as their business. Okay, so I was very inspired by my boss. That's why I decided to start off my own business. Okay, in the manufacturing business. As you can see, the picture, obviously the one with the white shirt was the time I was running my business for I think 6-7 years. Okay, and the one incident that actually happens to me, which is my heart attack. Okay, that resulting me to start off TR90, and that's how I got to know Nu Skin. Okay, like what I said, this is truly a blessing in disguise. Okay, but back then when I was running my own business, I did not realize that I was self-employed. So eventually I was also using, I wouldn't say I'm using my time in exchange for money. Now I would say that I will use my health in exchange for money. So I almost lost my life. Okay, I can tell you honestly, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. All right. So that's how I got to know Nu Skin. And when I saw the plans that what Shirley just showed us about the exponential growth chart, that definitely something that I'm looking forward. But I never knew that it actually have to come from network marketing business. Okay, I never knew that it have to come from MLM. Okay, therefore I also give in. All right, because I wanted the outcome, just like what Shireen have just shared just now. All right, so obviously this is a very good questions to ponder. I think probably you guys here have seen this many times. Okay, probably some of the new friends you have seen this the first time. Okay, but it's a very good question to ponder, because the statement written here, if we would continue doing our current job, we will achieve financial freedom and able to spend more time with our family. Back then, obviously, 14 years, total 14 years, 8 years was when I was working for people, and 6 years when I was doing my own business. Obviously, I don't get the outcome that I wanted. All I did was I made a little bit more money. That's all. All right. And I almost lost my life. Okay. But true enough, at Nu Skin here, okay, in 3 to 5 years time, I can be honest with you, I do achieve my freedom of time as well as financial, as compared to my 14 years in my previous platform. Right, but ultimately, I think when we first started this business, when both me and my wife, when we slimmed down, we got our health back, especially myself. Okay, we were all very fascinated about this plan, how to make money. Right, success is as simple as 1, 2, 3. All of us started off the program ourselves. Okay, and then eventually we shared with 2 friends, then three relatives of ours, and then we became BR, and then you see a 5-figure income. In actual fact, yes, we did see the 5-figure income on our second month, all right? But I think to this time around, I think for Nu Skin, I think Nu Skin is so good because with this new velocity plan, many BRs can actually see the 5-figure income or even 5,000 Sing dollar in the first month in Nu Skin business, right? So I think Nu Skin is truly a fantastic platform, okay? But again, if you ask me, if I were to come to Nu Skin business solely because I want to make a 5-figure income, obviously it's not. Obviously, 5-figure income was attractive. And if you ask me 5-figure income, was it good? Yes, it is good. Okay, if you ask me, is it essential to make it? I say, yes, it is. Because literally, when you come to do any businesses, you have to make money. Okay, in life, we live to make money. Am I right? So if I decided to venture into this business, okay, before I myself have any network, I knew that mastering in sales, all right, to make my 5-figure income is essential, all right. So obviously, for me and my wife, when we pursue in this business, on our second month, we made ourselves a 5-figure income. Continuously, we also make ourselves a 5-figure income. Why is it so? Because this is a business, all right. This is a business, okay. Then obviously, I think the ultimate goals that we all wanted to come to this business, I think, is to realize this plan, right? The 525, 125, 625, 3125, 15625. Okay, this is the 5% 6 level generation, the plan that we wanted, right? Because we knew that this plan, if ultimately it will give us a total freedom. Am I right? Okay, so I'm not sure how many of you are here today when you came to do New Skin, all right? You are prepared. You are prepared yourself that today, even though you are new, you probably your first time, okay, there's some your friends or your sponsors, your upline told you about this class, okay. Were all of you here today already prepared yourself that you want to construct this 525, 125, and at the end of the day, you want to achieve 23,000 US dollar passive income, right? The moment when I first joined New Skin, all right, I already told myself that this is a traditional business. I never treat New Skin as an MLM, as a part-time job, okay, or whatsoever. No doubt, I 8 months later, I sold off my business. I came full-time. My 8 months, I was very serious running this New Skin business because I personally treat this as a traditional business. Simple as that. Because I knew that at the end of the day, this is the plan that I want to construct. The 525, 125, 155, exactly for 23,000 passive income, right? Because I understand that by only constructing that particular plan, I can see, I can have truly quality time with my family. Okay, this is my family and my wife's family, both of our families. All right, as you can see, this is where we celebrated our Chinese New Year in our new home, our new house. All right, in this family, there's actually born 2 MDC. One of it was my sister-in-law, my upline sister-in-law, as okay, and of course, the second one is me and my wife. Okay, so you can see the smiling face here. Okay, all my folks are still around. My parents, okay, my mother-in-law, all right, all they are at their 80s and 70s, all right. So I understand that the moment when I came and do New Skin, I wanted to be successful as fast as possible. So I wanted to spend quality time with them. But most importantly here is that to put a smiling face on each and every one of them. But you peace of mind, right? They have no worries at all, okay? Because they knew that in the family, there's 2 COEs, right? They have 2 MDCs, time with them as well, right? So again, like I said, knowing your objective and clearly why you are here to do well in TR90 is essential and it's important as well, right? Okay, because ultimately, I think all of us here, okay, we wanted freedom. Okay, freedom is definitely not things that it's not about doing what you like. I think freedom is about not having to do what you don't like. Am I right? Okay, today I understand that many of us here, many of you here who tune in, probably now some of you here are still part-time and you're working from home, right? Okay, I often hear a lot of my business partner telling me it's as worse because literally Saturday, Sunday, the boss will still call until 1 or 2 a.m. Right? I'm not sure about you, okay, right? But I tell you honestly, okay, is that freedom? Yeah, I mean, we're climbing the corporate ladders. We make a lot of income from the companies, but I can tell you that Saturday, Sunday by right is our time, all right? Okay, but of course, sometimes we are very committed. We are dedicated to we are very responsible to our job. That's why we don't mind doing it. But again, think about it. Saturday, Sunday by right is our time, and we are supposed to do 9 to 5 job, right? But sometimes we have to do even after dinner. You see, so again, I love these slides because it's written here. Freedom is about not having to do what you don't like. Today, I have a choice not to do, even though today I have a choice not to speak if I wanted to as well, right? But of course, I love to speak, lah. Okay, I love to share with all of you guys as well. Okay, now, all right. So I think we have to get our positioning right in the first place. I think like what I said, we must be very clear of why we wanted to do well in TR90 and or probably in New Skin, because we are here to build a network, okay, versus retailing. Okay, again, like what I said earlier, if let's say if today you come here, you make yourself a 5-figure income continuously, you make a 5-figure income as though like you're doing a sales or probably retailing, I think it's fine. All right, but at the same time, you must also know clearly that you also have to make sure that you construct your network here, which is 535, 125. It's just like McDonald's, right? Just like McDonald's. All of us, we know that Ramly Burger have the best, I mean, it's in a way, that burger is much more delicious compared to McDonald's, okay? I mean, for my perspective, okay? But you can see that Ramly Burgers, basically the owner or the boss standing behind the stores, he can do very well he can fry very well in his burgers, all right? Probably he can sell one day 200 burgers, right? Roughly 1 month, you don't know how much he made, all right? There's a cap there, right? Because why? The boss is using his own ability and his time in exchange for money. But whereas McDonald's, we can see that the boss is not behind the counter. Basically, all the employees are running it because they are building a network, they have a system. And the good thing about this McDonald's, they have 30,000 outlets all over the world. Okay, day and night, their income flows in, right? So this is basically why we are here doing Nu Skin, right? Because we want to build this outcome, right? Okay, so it's another one, just like 7-Eleven, all right? Okay, another example. I think 7-Eleven in Taiwan, okay, for those of you who do not know, they have 3,000 7-Eleven outlets in Taiwan, okay, and they're selling TX, all right? Obviously, we know that 7-Eleven are grocery stores, all right, convenience stores. Okay, in 7-Eleven, they sell TX as well. Every TX, they sell 50 cents, but a day they can sell 100 TX, and every day they can profit $50, okay, from selling 100 TX, okay, in a day. In 1 month, they can earn 1,500, okay, but they have 3,000 outlets. So in a month, 7-Eleven in Taiwan, okay, they can sell 4.5, they can have profit of 4.5 million, and 1 year they can have 54 million. Why? Why is it so? Because when you own 3,000 outlets, you own the network. It's just like you own the franchise, okay? All right, just like what the first billionaire in the world did mention, Mr. Paul Getty, I rather take 1% of 100 people than 100% of my own, right? So it's same thing as what Shireen and even myself, all right, previously we were running our own self-employed business. We are still using 1%, we are still using 100% of our own time in exchange for money. But I think when it comes to Nu Skin business, we understood it's almost similar as 7-Eleven as well as McDonald's. We are building a franchise. We're building a network. Okay, but it's so much more easier because why? Because we have no capital involved, right? Low risk some more. Okay, now, so today, like what I said, to do well in TR90, do you think it's essential? Do you think it's a must? It is, right? Why? Okay, just for myself, okay, I also benefit a lot from TR90. I got my health back. I slimmed down 10 kilos, all right? Obviously, we all knew that TR90 is fantastic, okay, and able to transform other people's life in 90 days, okay? So that's how we're able to use this program of ours to build our business, all right, to build our network business, okay? So the objective of doing well in TR90, I think first and foremost, I think all of us, we must know that we are here to increase our BR count, right? Just like we want to build more and more 7-Elevens, chain stores, as well as McDonald's chain stores, right? But this BR of ours is human franchise, okay? Human franchise, okay? Now, so what was the 3 stages involved in doing well in Nu Skin? I think sales, right? Sales is written here, sales, follow-up, and activation and duplication. But I think sales is something that is inevitable, all right? Probably some of you here are very sensitive over this word called sales, all right? A lot of people say that, hey, I have no sales background, okay? People are very fear about this word sales. But I would say that probably we have a change of our mindset a little, all right? What is sales? Okay, for us, I think for all of us here today, we are more of doing sharing. Okay, why? Because all of us, we started TR90 or probably H-Lock Dual Pack, okay, or probably any of those good products from Nu Skin, okay. Basically, we are more on sharing and not selling. All right, what is the definition of selling? Maybe I just give you an example. All right, how many of you guys here walk into a car showroom? For example, I just give you an example. All right, BMW showroom. Right, the moment when you walk into the BMW showroom, okay, you look at those cars, and what happened was the salesman will approach you and will tell you that, hey sir, so this is the car, all right. Let's talk about 5 series or don't know how many series that you're looking at. Basically, the salesman will tee up the cars, telling you the features, telling you the engine torque, telling you the what you call that, the I don't know what else they tell you, all right. Basically, they will tell you everything good about BMW. Am I right? Okay, so after he teeing up, okay, the next thing when you turn out, you turn back and you walk to your parking lot to get your car, and you saw that salesman driving a Mercedes Benz. Do you get what I mean? At one point of time, the BMW salesman telling you that how good it was his BMW, but when you turn back, he was driving a Mercedes. So this is what I call a salesman. All right. Basically, he's selling things that he don't even owns it or he don't even experience it. Okay. Right. So I think basically, I think all of us here today, we are more of like doing sharing. Okay. I give you another example. Salesmanship. What is salesman? Salesmen are basically selling. Have you ever heard of salesman can sell a refrigerator to an Eskimo staying in an igloo in the North Pole, right? A salesman can sell a refrigerator to an Eskimo. Do you think an Eskimo need a refrigerator? Obviously, the Eskimo don't need a refrigerator, right? Because in North Pole, it's already below how many degrees really. Why does the Eskimo still need a refrigerator? But if a salesman can sell across a refrigerator, that means this person has very good salesmanship. But basically, like I said, all of us here today, we come and do New Skin. It's not because we want to become a salesman, right? Because we truly want to share sincerely, genuinely, of what we benefited from TR90, okay? Right? So I think you're clear with sales, right? So it's inevitable, okay? But the two important mindsets here that I would like to stretch on, all right, is first thing first is 100% belief, okay? And definitely 99% is not enough, all right? Now, what I'm trying to share with all of you here about this 100% belief here. I know that a lot of times when we take TR90, of course, when we have good results, all right, we have good results. Some point of time that you realize that we have people come to you and telling you that, hey, they don't eat well, they don't have the results, okay, and or shaken our belief that TR90, how come TR90 don't work on that particular person? How come that customer of mine say that, or this relative of mine saying that TR90 doesn't work on them, but it works on me, right? So I think first and foremost, we mustn't have any doubts about this belief system of ours. All right, I just give you another example. Okay, many of us here, we have a pen drive, we have a thumb drive. All right, if let's say today you want to save a file, right? You save a file, you plug into your laptop, all right? The moment where you copy, all right, you have 10%, then 50%, then 99%. 99% immediately you unplug your thumb drive, right? So do you think you will have 99% of file inside your thumb drive? No, you won't, right? Okay, obviously you don't, right? Okay, so again, I would say, do you see that 100% belief is so important, it's so essential? You must have 100%. Your thumb drive must have 100% download of files. Then only you have all the files inside the thumb drive. Okay, same thing goes our hot boiling water. You cannot have only 99% degrees Celsius to boil hot water. You need 100% degrees Celsius to boil hot water, right? Okay, so I hope all of you here understand this belief system, this mindset of ours, all right? When we wanted to do well in this business, all right, on TR90, we must actually, in a way, convince ourselves to have this mindset, all right? Of course, the first thing first, what is 100% belief that we must have? Okay, we must have 100% belief in TR90 products, all right? The only right approach in slimming, all right? Do you agree with me? Okay, now probably I think I share with you a little bit about what do we mean by 100% belief in TR90 products? Probably I just give you an example. All right, recently I think for this MCO or things like that, many of us here go and buy groceries. Okay, I just give you an example. If let's say today you walk to a fruit store seller, all right, you wanted to buy some oranges, all right, and you saw this lady who's selling this lady A, all right, selling this orange, and right, and then you approach her and you ask her, hey, how much is your orange? Is your orange sweet? All right, is it fresh? Then the orange A seller told you that, I think so lah. I think not bad. I think you can try. Okay, all right. Then you go to another store, which is an orange B seller lah, orange B seller. All right. And then the moment when you walk up to her and then you ask her, hey, so today is your orange sweet? Is it fresh? Then the B seller immediately responded you and say, wow, Maya, today I tell you, it imported from where? I tell you, it's so fresh. It just came in. I tell you, if you don't take now, you regret, right? So you better get a whole lot of it now, okay? Well, I still have just this many only. So you got what I mean? So if today you were the person, would you want to buy the orange from the orange A or orange B seller, right? Obviously, you want to buy from the orange B seller, right? Because she has 100% belief on her oranges that is so fresh, it's so sweet, and it's so good, right? It's the same thing when we talk about TR90 products, right? Do we have this 100% belief, all right, on our 5 key features? What was our 5 key features? Okay, we don't have to starve, right? Okay, we don't need vigorous exercise. Okay, we healthier after weight loss, right? Okay, and then no side effects. Okay, and then we won't rebound. Okay, these are the 5 key features that we often heard from our TR90 day or probably from our consultant, right? But honestly speaking, this was the 5 key features that we must have 100% belief. Even though how people out there, they judge on our program or how their results going to be, okay, but we still have to hold on to this belief in our products. Okay, now what was the second one? I think the second one was 100% belief in New Skin company. I think just now, I think Shireen shared very well on our New Skin. Okay, first thing first, I think New Skin is a New York Stock Exchange company, public listed, right? It's very transparent, financially proof. Okay, I think the best thing here is that all their supplementation, okay, is provided by nature, proven by science. All right, the only supplements company that is the technology that is broadcasted by Discovery Channel. Right, I think with that, I think with all these credentials that New Skin have, I think it's good enough. It's good enough for us to have this 100% belief. We don't have to become the scientists to go in and actually to go in detail and to find out exactly what is the ingredients of TR90, because we are not a scientist, right? We are not scientists. Okay, so basically, I think New Skin have all the credentials for us to prove to us that why we should believe in them. Okay, right? So our job is just to ensure that we pass on this 100% belief to our prospect. Okay, of course, the third one is 100% belief in uplines. Okay, I'm very thankful to Feline when we first met her and she showed us the plan about the 1-2-3 plan. She told us that, okay, every month just go for 10 people, help 10 people on the program. And to me and my wife, we were thinking that in doing New Skin, the basic criteria is to help 10 people every month. Seriously, the moment of time, she never told us about helping 2 people, 3 people, or 5 people. She says 5 people. She said 10 people. She said, the moment you want to do well in New Skin business, help 10 people every month. Then we say, okay, 10 people. We thought 10 people is the minimum criteria. No? Or probably I would think that 10 people is just this is what the norm, what people is doing it. So eventually when we did that continuously, 10 people, and cultivate that habit, all right, of helping people, right? Who benefits the most? Obviously, is I myself, me and my wife, we benefit, right? So again, I would say, keep a simple mind, 100% believe in your uplines, because obviously they are the one that cares for your success the most, right? Okay, so very grateful to all our uplines as well. Okay, now of course, most important thing here is that, of course, about the products, about the company as well as your uplines. I think most important thing here is that, do you believe 100% in yourself to succeed in this business, right? With no conditions, background, financial strength, experience required. Okay, so long that you want to be successful. Okay, now I probably here I would like to quote the story. I think this story is pretty good because I had heard it 100 over times, or probably I myself have shared this more than 10 over times, or probably more than that. Okay, but again, to me, I still think that it's very important. To me, I still remind myself on and off. Okay, so allow me to share with you this selling shoes in Africa, right? Okay, I know a lot of your builders have probably heard this, but I can tell you honestly, it's true. Yeah, it gives you a mindset switch. Okay, for new friends here, okay, hear me clearly. All right, now there's this selling shoes in Africa. These stories, okay, is about this manufacturing boss who wanted to venture into African market, wanted to penetrate African market to sell shoes, to manufacture shoes. So what this boss does was, he actually sent both of his salesmen over to do a survey, the salesman A and salesman B, to flew over to Africa to survey, to see whether the market is viable. All right. So what happened was, salesman A, the moment when he touched down in Africa airport, all right, he walked out of the we call it the arrival hall. He immediately saw he immediately saw all the Africans don't wear shoes. So he was very anxious. He called a long distance call immediately to the boss and tell his boss that, boss, don't waste your time. African people don't wear shoes. There is totally zero market. All right, don't waste your money here. Okay, all right. So I'll tell you what, I'll fly back now. Okay, the salesman A actually reported to the boss, whereas the salesman B also reaches the airport at the same time and reach the arrival hall, and he see the same situation as well, and he was very excited, right? And immediately he gave the boss a long distance call as well, and he told the boss, boss, I can tell you, you're going to become one of the next millionaire in Africa. Why? Because nobody wears shoes. You better set up a factory here and manufacture lots and lots of shoes, because I'm very sure the market here is fantastic. It's great, right? So ultimately, my friend, brothers and sisters, I just want to share with you, is salesman A wrong by giving such a survey to his boss? He's not wrong. It's a true fact that Africans don't wear shoes. But is salesman B wrong? Salesman B is not wrong either. Salesman B felt that there's a market and it's huge and the boss can make millions. So at the end of the day, all right, if today we are given the choice to become salesman A and salesman B, which one do you want to? Obviously, we want to become like salesman B, right? Sees everything that is possible and be positive, right? So again, come back to this quote, 100% believe in yourself. So today you want to play your role as a salesman B, or you want to think like salesman A. So the choice is still leave to us, right? Okay, so I can say, so like what I say, 100% belief in yourself is equally essential as well, all right, to do well in this business. Okay, now, all right, the second point here, the right mindset to do well in this business, okay, obviously is passion. Okay, of course we will, of course in our traditional working employment as well, when we are doing our own business, we work hard, we make money, but at the same time we do what we like. Versus in new skin business, all right, we do what we like, at the same time we make money, and we continue to do what we like. All right, so I think at the end of the day, I think what most important here is that just give me a second. Let me just go through my notes a little bit, because I want to make sure that I deliver whatever experiences that I have, okay, to make sure that you guys will benefit the most, okay. So I remembered my first year at New Skin, okay, how I do well in TR90. Obviously, I slims down very, very well, okay. I talk about being passionate, all right, being passionate. Why is it so important? Because I'm not sure how many of you all here actually see my testimonials before when I took off my shirt. Okay, I remember when my upline COE Li Ting actually invited me to become TR90 TRA back then, okay, as a testimonial, right, in our center in we call that Jalan Binjai, New Skin office there, all right. So I went there with my baggy pants, with my loose shirts, all right. And then my upline Li Ting look at me like that, and he said that, you don't have other clothes already. Why? Well, today, because today I'm a TRA testimonial to be on stage to share. And then I remember the EC and IT also look at me one kind. And I have not into the business yet, so I have no idea what is it all about. So they also told me that if it's good that you can actually looks what do you call that, good and look fit on stage. Okay, so what I did was, when I was on stage to share my testimonials, I actually took off my shirts. And I took off my shirt. I remember it makes such a big hoo-ha, you know, everybody start taking out their camera. Back then it was camera, you know, with flashlights some more, you see. Everybody was taking photos, I can tell you. And then I remember Nicholas, our 5MDC Nicholas was outside. He opened up the door and you see what's going on inside the center, where everybody is so excited. Then everybody saw that I actually took off my clothes. Thank God none of you all here have my photos on stage. Okay, so what I'm trying to share with you, that I was very passionate over TR90. I was very passionate over the program, that actually how much it did to me. So when I went out to meet my business, my neighbor, which is my business neighbor friends, about TR90, honestly speaking, I also took off my shirts and I actually showed him how much I transformed. You see, and he has a shock, and he also took up the program, and eventually he brought me to. I also share with him the business, right? Then he also bring me to his friend's office, and guess what? I also take off my shirt. Back then, I really don't know how to do TR90. Okay, of course, I have the Omron machine, but of course, to be honest, it's man to man. Okay, I'm not taking off my shirt in front of a group of ladies or something like that. No, okay, I'm not a flasher. Okay, so basically, I'm doing so because I want to share with you that how genuinely and how passionate was I back then. In fact, now I'm sharing TR90, I still have that passion, because Of course, I cannot take out my shirts anymore already, lah, okay, because I already knew how to do well in this business. But I'm trying to share with you that passion is contagious. It's contagious that a lot of people sometimes don't hear what you call that, theoretically, or how knowledgeable you are, how much you know about TR90. It's about looking at your transformation and looking at your excitement and your passion, okay, that makes them say yes to you. That's it. Am I right? Okay, and why am I willing to do so? Because I really have a heart of helping that person. Because I told them very genuinely that how much TR90 helps me to reduce my cholesterol, as well as how my heart issues got resolved, and I slimmed down 10 kilos without a tummy, right? So having a heart of helping others, I think is very important as well, right? So this is what I'm trying to share with you, your passion. Your passion, you must always have this passion with you whenever you go. Even though today you meet the first person in the morning and this person turns you down so badly and pour you cold water, all right? This next person that you meet, you must have the same passion as well. Your passion cannot deduct, it cannot reduce 50% or 20%, cannot discount, right? Even the second person that you OPP, they also pour you cold water and reject you, gao gao also. The next person that you visit, all right, you must also have the 100% passion. You cannot discount. You cannot go down to 25% of your passion. Cannot. Be fair to the next person that you want to visit and you OPP, all right? Okay. Now, this is what I'm trying to deliver to you about passion. Okay. Now, so it is acceptable to make money if you provide a value to others. To be honest with you, the business neighbor of mine that I took off my shirt and I closed him and he slims down. All right. I remember that on his third month, okay, he tapped on my shoulder and he told me that he's so grateful that I actually helped him on the program. He was so thankful to me that he said, this program was fantastic. He said, so thank you very much that you really helped me on this. So to me, at that moment of time, I felt that making money, I think is okay, so long that I'm helping others and the person sees the values, right? So never feel shy about making money, right? Now, all businesses begins with sales, all right? I think I have just shared with all of you here, all right, what is sales all about, all right? But of course, before you meet any of your prospect, okay, first thing first, I think image and attire is very, very important. Do you agree with me? Okay, especially for some of us here who already lost so much weight, okay, at least you change your closet, okay? Wear a better what you call it, attire, right? Not like me, when I wanted to go out on TR90, I've become a testimonial, right? I still wear my baggy pants as well as my loose shirts, all right? So of course, if today we want to do well in TR90, okay, you knew that you have not finished the 3 months program. You're only probably for the first month, but you have lost a little. You still can wear something that is tight, all right? That is not so loose. Okay, probably you can wear your old clothings, right? I'm not talking about getting yourself a branded clothings or attire. Okay, no, I'm trying to share with you. At least you wear something that is presentable, whereby the people will have a first look at you. They have a wow factor. Okay, all right. I always say that, if you're able to make the person turns their head and look at you, congratulations. That is called wow factor. All right. Okay. So of course, your attitude, you must be excited, okay, and be confident to yourself. Okay. All right. So remember, pre-meeting, your image is very important because people are always inspired by you on how you dress. Even though today you meet your relatives, all right, never assume that they will look at you as though like you wear shorts and wear slipper and meet them also can. No. Okay, dress to kill, because your intention is to make sure that they see your difference and you want to help them to put across of TR90 as well, right? Okay, so dress to kill. Okay, now, of course, product knowledge as well. Okay, I think product knowledge, I think all of us here today, we have already taken TR90. We knew how good it is, right? I would say that even our system, we have provided so many TR90 class. Basically, all of us here, we already knew how good it is and we know how it works. Okay, share with sincerity. You may not have to be as good as those speakers on stage, all right, and really speak like a consultant or like a doctor. Okay, then only you can talk to people about TR90. Right, just do it. Okay, what I love is that in this business, share your benefits. Because what people love to hear from us is integrity, right? We talk about integrity. People love to hear from us is how sincere we are. okay, and how genuine we are when we talk this program. Because human beings are very sensitive. They can hear you. If you are there to sell them something, or you are there to really share with them, okay, intensively how this program can benefit them, they will feel you, right? So again, you don't have to really know A to Z everything for especially newcomers, or probably some of you guys here are probably a few months already. You don't have to become an expert TR90 consultant, only you can share, right? Okay, just like what I just shared with you, be passionate, okay, and go there and talk to people. Okay, I remember last time when my wife, she's also not as good at, in presenting TR90, okay, or TRA back then. What she did was when she slims down, she get her those lady friends to touch her waist, because she wants people to feel that, hey, can you feel my waist? Wow, seriously, there's an hourly glass waist. And that really excite those people. So again, if you ask us how do we do well in TR90, I think basically it's just how much you believe in yourself and be passionate over it. Okay. Now, what matters most is how you see yourself, lah. Okay. If you think that you can, then you can, right? If you think that today you wanted to become like the salesman B, that you think that the market is huge, okay, you can do well, you be positive, right? Then yes, you can do it, right? Because what matters most is how you see yourself, right? Now, preparation, I think in this preparation part here, I think most important thing here is besides the tools, the OPP files, the DA forms. All right, I think now we all know that the order forms, it can be either offline or online, because many of you guys here also start doing OPP online as well. I think a lot can close online, right, and offline. Okay, we can do it, right? Omron, okay, if today you have an Omron, it's not a must, okay, especially now I think in Singapore, I'm not sure whether they still can Omron people, but it's not a must, but it will help if you can measure people, okay? All these things you must prepare yourself, okay? But most importantly here is that, did you even stand by a stock in your car? Especially for those people who have a car, do you prepare yourself a stock, all right? Because why? Because if today you don't prepare yourself to have the kickstart stock, all right, meaning that you don't even prepare yourself to make sure that this prospect of yours that you're going to visit, you want to put him or her on the program, right? Like what I said, the state of mind, I think most important thing here is that, do you have the intention of closing? Okay, all these preparations of all these tools things is actually to signal to us or to myself that, do I have the intention to close the person that I wanted to OPP or to meet later? Okay, I think it's very important that we self-check ourselves, all right? Okay, if today you were to meet 3 to 5 people on TR90 or dual pack, then you probably have 3 to 5 sets of TR90 or dual pack in your car. I mean, literally, this is what I'm trying to share with you. If you have the intention of everybody that you meet, that you will help them on the program, you will prepare all these stocks in your car. Okay, right? Now, and during meeting, I think I love this Maslow hierarchy of needs. I think you can see here, I think the friendship and trust actually took up the most portion in this pyramid, okay? But many of times, all of us, we are very anxious to closing. Okay, I'm not sure about you. Okay, I have some business partner of mine that they really can skip the friendship and trust. The moment when they meet their prospect right in front of them, they introduce themselves, they just took up the on-roll machine and put right in front and say, okay, what is your age? What is your height? Right? As though like they are chasing for a plane, they have a plane to catch or something like that. Right? I can tell you honestly, the feeling is not good. All right. Okay, the feeling is not good, because friendship needs to be built. Okay, don't be too anxious or too eager to take out your Umbro machine. Okay, make friends first. Okay, all right, because I think the first, I think these 333 rules are very, very important. Okay, I think it's written here, 3 seconds of first impression, attire readiness, always smile. I think the smiling face is always very, very crucial. Okay, your impression. Okay, because the moment the person will open up their hearts and their ears to listen to you or not, is based on the first impressions that they see you. Okay, of course the building up of the relationship is based on your body language and your tone when you talk to them. Of course, during the whole conversation is still your contents and your charisma. But what I'm trying to share with you here is about building a friendship and trust. Maybe I share this real story of mine. Okay, as some of the old friends here, old builders, you know that I'm somebody who loves children. I love children, right? Okay, me and my wife. Okay, so happened that we went to this customer place of ours. All right, they are grandparents. All right, and they actually I went to the shop. Okay, so they pick up their granddaughter that finishes school. Okay, and the granddaughter was seriously very adorable and cute. Okay, and you know that I love to play with children. Okay, so immediately I make friends with this granddaughter. Of course, at first she's a bit shy. She's a bit like a distance away from me because we are still strangers. Okay, but after a while we became very close. She hold my hands. She sings song in front of me. Okay, we start playing. Okay, I cannot be like away from her side. You know, literally she has to make sure that I sit next to her and chit chat with her and play with her, right? So at the end of the day, the grandparents were so happy looking at the whole thing. Okay, and the grandparents is so open to me and started to share with me about the family, about his children, their children, right? About their children is one of it is overseas, the other one is in working in outstations. What is their lifestyle and things like that. Suddenly they pour out everything, including their health, something that is so personal, right? Which I never even asked so much about it, right? So eventually, then of course they took up TR90 dual pack, and then they also connect to their children, and all their children also took TR90 and dual pack as well. So at the end of the day, I can tell you what I did was, I think it's something that is very neutral, very natural, all right? What I did was I just built friendship, but not with the parents, really not with the grandparents, but with the granddaughter, right? Like that also can. What I say, I mean, be neutral, be neutral, okay? Sincere compliments are the best way to make friends, right? I mean, we don't have to have a protocol. You don't have the protocol that you go there, okay, you must be a robot, robotic, you go there, you must do this, must look at your checklist, must take out your iPhone, I think I must do this first. No, be natural, okay? Okay, obviously we are all human beings, okay, right? So this is how friendship is built, all right? Now the next one was, I think what I call that, connecting needs. Okay, connecting needs to our prospect is also very important. We often share that FORM, family, occupation, recreation, money, or messages. Okay, but I think most important thing here is that when we connect needs, is always listen, ask, and care more. All right. Again, let me share with you this incident of mine. Many years back, I think I have many customers like that, but this one is very authentic. Why? Because I think I fixed an appointment to meet this referral of mine. Okay, it's a stranger as well. Okay, what happened was the wife actually agreed to meet up because the husband did it. So the wife agreed to meet up, and then the wife, when I reached the house, the wife opened up the gate, and the husband was seated in the living room. Okay, the moment I walked into the dining table, I can sense that the husband wasn't very happy of my presence. And the moment when the husband turns his back and he asked me, and he raised his voice, not to ask me, he raised his voice and said, "So what are you selling? So now what are you guys selling?" Wow. Do you know that the moment when I heard that, I have a shock of my life, you know? He asked me, what am I selling? So obviously he knew that I'm an MLM, or I'm doing direct selling lah, right? Okay. So thank God, we attended some of our STU, our GET, GRT classes, all right. I'm very calm in a way that I told him that, sir, I'm actually, I addressed his name lah. I told him that I'm actually not here to sell you anything, but basically I wanted to find out and diagnose what is your health condition and how I'm able to help you, right? That moment of time, I realized that he somehow toned down. He toned down and he walked towards the dining table, and he seated down and we start to chat. When we start to chat, all right. Of course, obviously, I talked a little bit about his family and then his recreation. Then I found out that the family actually prepared to go for a family trip together with the grandchildren, together with his grandchildren. All right. So I found out that he's somebody that's looking forward to go holiday with his family. So what I told him was, all right, his health was very bad. Okay, he literally can actually can walk long distance. All right. So what I told him that how nice if your health you can regain your health, okay, and then you're able to travel next year, with your family members and chase after your grandchildren, right, with a better health. All right. What I did was I just create a vision for him, all right, telling him that if today his health can be regained through this program, okay, he can spend quality time chasing after the grandchildren. So eventually, to be honest with you, eventually I'm not selling much. Okay, I'm not selling him any program across. I'm just selling him a vision of him getting healthier. All right. But I knew that TR90 able to help. Okay. So what I did was I was just listening and I asked and I care more. Okay. Right. So I'm not sure whether you guys relate to my stories or not. Okay. So basically, I think I hear him that he's somebody who's prioritized family as well as holidays, recreation. Okay. All right. Now, presentation. I think at the end of the day, I think presentations is simple. Like what I said, you may not need have you don't need to be the master of A to Z of TR90, right? Keep it simple. Okay, keep it simple. Why? Because you have tried the program, you have took the program, and you have benefited from it. Probably your relatives, your family members, even your spouse, right? The best stories to share is your own testimonials, right? Nothing beats your own testimonials because it's full of sincerity and genuinity. Okay, obviously, those of you here who you want to know more, you want to know a little bit more about what is TR90, you can just tune into TR90 class. And with the moment when you have this OPP booklet, you roughly can tell all the ingredients are there, and you already know what is the function all about because you benefited from it and you are taking it for the 90 days, right? Obviously, you already knew. Okay, don't have to wait till the day that you are a master. Okay, all right. To do well in TR90, you don't have to become a master, but you just need to pick it up and start doing it, okay, from scratch. Okay, just do it. All right, just do it. Okay, okay. Most importantly here is that people wanted to hear you genuinely and sincere. Okay. Now the objections handling, I think these are very common objections handling from our prospect. Okay, what are the basic questions? I think what brand or I think pricing is definitely the one or the people shock people's life, right? Okay, whether it's effective or not, any side effects. I think at the end of the day, all these objections that the customers were to post out to you is basically just to test how confident are you that you want to put across this program to them. It's a test of faith, to be honest with you, right? You need not have to answer all of them. You don't have to answer all these questions in a very profound manner, all right? At the end of the day, what they want to hear from you is the deliverance of your assurance and your commitment that you put across this program, and you can help them to slim down and get a better health through TR90. Trust me, at the end of the day, it's not about what brand, price, effective or not. At the end of the day, they are just testing how sure are you, how much commitment are you that you can help them to slim down and get a better health. Okay, it's the assurance, right, that you should deliver. Okay, right? So it's the confidence. Okay. Now, again, the most common objection is pricing. Right. Obviously, when the values is greater than the price, people will buy. Okay. Do closing immediately. Okay. Always assume that the person will take up. Okay. Now, what I say, the moment when you start building a friendship with all your prospects already, okay, all right, don't wait until they say yes to you. Okay. Most likely, the inside of them, they already move. Okay. You have to assume close in a way that you have to put through the 10% and help them make that decision. Okay. Because nobody will raise their hands and say, okay, I want to start the program now. No. Okay. What you should do is assume close. Just put through the program on them. Okay. And tell them how to start. It's written here, right? Assume close. Okay. And two choose one rule. Okay. We always say after your whole presentation, okay, chocolate or vanilla, all right, cash or credit card, you want to start now or start tomorrow, right? Okay. So do not give up too early. All right. Do not compromise too early because again, like what I said, if my prospect does not get up from the chair and go off, I will never get up from my chair. All right. I know that there will be probably more and more people will say no or more objections. Actually, it's not no. If let's say the person really say no to you and the person from the chair and they will go off, that is serious. That is really a no. Okay, but if this person still seated down there, probably he is really convinced, but he still wanted he wanted something from us, like what assurance. He wanted the commitment from us. He wanted to hear more that he can go through this program and slims down. He can go through this program and looks good. He can go through this program, have six packs, to see hourly glass. His health can be better. All right, he can reduce his medication. He wants more from us on these things. Okay, so don't give up too early. Never ever compromise a person's health when you found out that a person have high visceral fat. Okay, right? And then of course, post-meeting is basically, I think a successful meeting is always followed by another meeting. Okay, either today you close this person on TR90, or even this person, you do not close them on TR90, I think it's okay, all right? We have to accept the fact that people will say yes and people will say no. Okay, this is the rules of the game. Okay, after all, if today you are not doing new skin, you're not doing TR90, people out there will say no to you as well for certain reasons. All right, so we have to accept the rules of the game. But question here is that if in the event that anybody took up the program and they don't take up the program, always set up a next meeting. Okay, you can probably get them to tune into TR90 Day, TR90 class. I think it's a very good class as a reminder for those who start up the program. They will keep on remind them why they should eat well and why they're supposed to follow the program and follow through, right? And probably through the meetings, through the classes like that, it will ponder them that probably their relatives or their friends can start off this program as well. Okay, all right. So if the deal, if let's say if the deal is closed, okay, you probably can set up the next meeting for follow-up and activation. Okay, to draw plans. Okay, this you can actually discuss with the upline. Okay, and the upline sponsors. Okay, now the success factor is 20% sales and 80% follow-up and activation. Okay, all businesses start with sales. Okay, remember. Okay, today we want to construct our 525 125 to build our 155 exactly, just like McDonald's and 7-Elevens, that kind of outcome. All right, today we don't just stop from sales. All right, no doubt some of you here can put across the program very well to the prospect. Okay, but never stop from there. Follow up and follow through, and must activate them. Must activate your prospect to become your business partners as well, because I think all of them deserve this business opportunity, just like what Shireen did mention. All right, none other platform out there can truly give us a passive income. Okay, all right. Now, the distance between your dreams and reality is called action. Okay, so today you want to achieve your dreams. Okay, it's not very far away. Okay, all it requires is just one step. Okay, just take the step, just do it. All right, just take whatever actions. Okay, you don't need to be great to start. Okay, but you have to start to be great. Okay, like what I said earlier, you don't have to master up how to do well in TR90 or to become a TR90 consultant, speaker, or whatsoever. You can start anytime, anyhow, or whatever that you have down. Right, so long that you have benefited from TR90. Okay, what people want to hear from you is a genuine sharing. Okay, set your goal, commit to your goal, and complete your BR by this month. I think ultimately some of you here probably you're a BR. Okay, help more BRs this month. Help more people to complete BR this month. Okay, remember we are here. Okay, to build a network of 525 125. Okay, so with that, I would love to end my sharing. Okay, so hope my little sharing able to inspire some of you guys. All right. Okay. So back to you, Manville. Okay. Thank you very much, guys. Okay. All the best to you. Bye.
Thank you, Circle of Excellence 1, Mr. Alan Go, for your sharing. Success here is really as simple as